Hey everyone, Samantha Taylor here from Taylor Stamped, and today I'm doing a layout on video for you as part of a Instagram and YouTube hop celebrating International Scrapbooking Day with scrapbookingstore.com. They are offering a giveaway to help us all celebrate, so be sure to check out the description in the box below and hop over to each design team member, subscribe, like, comment to be entered. And all the information is in the box below, so you don't miss out on any of the details how to register to win a $20 gift card to scrapbookingstore.com. You're going to want to win it. They do monthly kits. They are awesome. They are the best price kits out there, and they have upgrades that are great too. What I'm going to do today is try to give you a 10-minute layout. We'll see if I can make it in 10 minutes. Before I start my 10 minutes, I am going to show you a little bit about what I gathered for my supplies. I've got my paper cutter just slightly off screen here. I use a really big paper cutter, so it never quite fits if you want to see what I'm doing up nice and close. I have May's kit from scrapbookingstore.com. I designed for them, so while I use their products, I use them because I like them, not just because I get them to create with. I don't use anything that I don't love myself and use on a regular basis. I also design for Glue Dot, so you're going to see me using a lot of Glue Dot products here today. I'm not exactly sure since this isn't I just kind of have a general idea of what I want to do. I grabbed everything I might need from Glue Dots. I've got some pop-up Glue Dots. These are my mini Glue Dots in a dispenser. Craft Glue Dots. I'll probably use those with the brads. You'll see if I get around to that to show you how I use those. And also just my standard tape runner for putting my kit together. Now the only thing not, besides adhesives and tools and things, but the only papers or stickers I'm using today, plan on using that are not from May's kit are these alphabets. They are from, I think, November's kit. They are one of my favorite sets. They're just gold, and they are thickers that are a little bit foamy instead of the cardboard, so they stick pretty well without having to add any extra adhesive. I thought the gold might look nice on my layout today. I've got my photo printed and trimmed ahead of time just so I can save a little bit of time on that. I print my photos at home, so I did have a border on this one. It's slightly smaller than a 4x6, but I print on 4x6 paper, so I trimmed it down with a little bit of a white border here. These are from the add-on portion of the kit. I have made 2 layouts with the kit already, so you can see I have pieces used from there. You get a lot of mileage out of these kits. I still have other paper sitting off to the side here, but this is just the stuff I think I'm going to use today. These are add-ons, embellishments from the kit. I do have a tough scissors here. This is the sticker sheet that comes with the core part of the kit. And then here are a few of the papers. As you can see, like I said, I have used them already and other things, but these are the sides I think I'm going to use. So let's get started and see if I can get you a layout in 10 minutes or less here. Like I said, I did have an idea for this to start out with, and I'm going to build my base. This is 12 by 12. I did cut off the bottom here. I thought I was going to use it for something else, so I trimmed off the bottom piece here. And I am going to build a frame for my photo. And I would like to use, I think I'm going to use this blue piece and this kind of tealy piece here for it. And what I want to do is trim these to a 6x6. So I'm going to do that off screen for just a second here. And I will show you that I have a 6x6. This is a great use. What I'm going to show you here is also a great use if you do a lot of card making and have some 6x6 paper pads you'd like to use up, or if you see a 6x6 paper pad and you can't get the full 12 by 12, but you really want to use it still on a layout. This is great for that as well. So what I'm doing is cutting 2 6x6 squares here for my layout. Now I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut across the diagonal here to give me a set of triangles out of these as well. And I'll just go corner to corner. So you can see that it started as my 6x6 square. I cut it on the diagonal and I have 2 triangles then. I'm going to do it with my other one as well. Now, instead of using them broken up like this, I'm actually going to invert them and put their points together. There's two ways I could do this. I could center everything so they're a nice tight and make a square in the center like that. You could also do 4 different patterns there if you wanted. I think since I'm using completely different colors, I don't have a piece tying all the colors together, that I'm going to stick with just 2 and 2, but otherwise you could always do something like this as well. But to give it a little bit more interest, what I think I'm going to do is actually leave a little bit of space between these, almost as if they were, I think, like that. All right, so let's get these tacked down. And I'm gonna start with this top one. And I am going to get my top one fairly centered. If it's a bit off center, I'll just work with it and make my embellishments kind of pull a direction so it looks either intentional or covers it up. Embellishments are great for that. They hide a multitude of sins. All right. And this is my Glue Dots tape runner that I like to use for scrapbooking. They have 2 different permanent tape runners. I just happen to have a fondness for this one. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. And the adhesive is a bit stickier, I found. All right, so now we almost have our background built. And on top of that, I want to put my photo. And I think I'm going to pop it up. Whoop, keep pulling myself off screen here. And I believe I started at about 3:30 and we're at about 7 minutes now. So I'm 4 minutes in, so I better get moving, huh? All that paper trimming. All right. So these are just pop-up glue dots. I like a good bit of dimension. If you've seen any of the other videos I've done for Scrapbooking Store, I do like to add some dimension. I'm going to center this right in the middle. And now is the fun part where we get to add some embellishments. This was Mother's Day last year, so just a fun family photo we took on Mother's Day. And since it's Mother's Day, I can get a little extra girly with the embellishments, I think. All right, I like this hello in the middle. I liked the yellow. All I'm doing is kind of spreading my embellishments out in front of me to give me an idea of how the colors blend. I love when embellishments are on these clear sheets because you can kind of lay them over and decide where you want things. I do like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find a way to work it in. And we have some of these pretty brads as well. And I'd love to show you my favorite way to use brads. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm just going to cluster some of these embellishments. Go like that. This is the part that always gets me in trouble. I could futz with embellishments for a while because I just enjoy them. All right. My photo's a little off center there, but that's always the danger of doing a layout slightly through a camera lens. All right. I think I'm going to add my title, Mother's Day, up over here. But I am going to, I want some more, pizzazz around there. And I'm going to show you how I like to use brads. I love brads. I love the look of them. I don't love putting a hole in my paper. I don't love that they catch on my other layouts. So I take a scissors that I pretty much just use for anything tough or icky, sticky, anything that I don't mind if my scissors get messed up. So these aren't a nice scissors, but they're a nice heavy duty scissors. And I just snip not all the way down on the legs of the brad, but pretty close to it. And I fold them back down. And now I have my legs on my photo, so I'm gonna pick it up and shake it off. And then I just use some sort of adhesive. This brad's a little bit bigger, so I am going to use my pop-up glue dot and just kind of smush it in there. And then I use an adhesive to tack it down because that's what I prefer. You can certainly punch a hole, put your brad right through if you want, but again, just not my favorite way to do it. I found when I stick them in the books, they tend to like to get stuck to each other, and that's not my favorite thing either. With smaller brads, you just use a smaller bit of adhesive. That's why I pulled sort of my multiple glue dots here. Woo. Usually I'm a little careful, but I am trying to make sure I'm aiming for that 10 minutes. All right. If you haven't seen the glue dot dispenser, just works like this. You can fill any roll in there. And I'm going to add this one right in here. Oof. And my legs are sticking out a little bit there. There we go. We'll hide that. I am going to add my title across the top here. So you can see I grabbed the gold ones because look how pretty with those gold add-on embellishments. And let's see if I can spell Mother's Day quickly here. Oh, you know what? I checked this and I thought I had M-O. I was thinking maybe I'd switch over to Mom's Day instead of Mother's Day for space, but I think we're going to go with Mother's Day. M-O-T-H. And this one doesn't want to quite come off, so we're going to give it a little oomph. R. T. M-O-T-H. H. I don't know why I'm adding an extra T in there. How about an S there? Goodness. That's what I get for spelling quickly on camera, watching my time. Mothers. All right, and then I want to put day across the bottom here, I think. Now, I did notice when I was doing my letters ahead of time, just making sure I had the right amount of letters, I am missing an A. So I'm going to try something I haven't tried before, but I think I'm going to try making an A from my V here. That doesn't want to come off my sheet. So there we go. Bear with me here for one more second, guys. All right, D, A, and I need my Y, but you can see now that that's an upside down V. And I am going to use one of my punctuation periods here to fill in my A. And I've got Mother's Day there. All right, I am just around that 10-minute mark. I am not completely satisfied though, so I am going to go maybe just a slight bit longer. I feel like I need a little something, so I am just looking at my embellishments one more time. I just feel like this needs to be grounded a little bit more, and I don't like that either. I might be done. Let's try. You know what? I think I might be done. I think I might have hit it right at that 10 mark because I do not like any more of that. So this is my just about 10-minute Mother's Day layout for our Instagram and YouTube hop here. Again, check out the comments or the description down below for information on how you can enter. If you happen to come across this video after the contest is done, I hope you enjoyed it anyways and learned a little something new and had fun putting together a 10-minute layout.